What is up, guys? It's ya boy Rick. The moon is still haunted. Kackis here. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to support the channel, and let me know what you think my next intro name to be. That comment section is something else. Alright, today we have the guide for what I believe is by far the easiest Grandmaster Nightfall out there. And this is, I don't want to toot my own horn, but a very important guide to make because remember, it's not only relevant this week when this Nightfall, this particular strike is available, but this guide's gonna also be extremely relevant when in the later end of the season, you can select your Nightfall. So you can select this particular strike and start farming it week to week to week and get all of the different Nightfall rewards. So that is again why I'm making it. So, the strike in question is the Inverted Spire, and taking a look at the Grandmaster modifiers, one of the key factors in making this easier is just the fact that it has unstoppable champions, which certain Nightfalls don't. Now, why does that make it easier? Well, it's because you get to use the Unstoppable Grenade Launcher mod. This really enables some incredibly powerful builds, and similar to when anti-barrier sniper rifle rounds were in the game last season, it is like the marquee PvE anti-champion mod. Being able to use this, whereas like last week with Fallen Saber didn't even have unstoppables, it lets you use some just, again, incredibly powerful builds. So let's talk about those builds. So, being able to use grenade launchers to stun champions means that you can double up on your grenade launchers. Like right here, I'm using a really good ignition code and combining it with, of course, the Anarchy. Another great option here, I have a teammate that's using a Truth Teller with blinding grenades. That is incredibly good, and again, combining it with Anarchy. Using 2 grenade launchers means that you get to, as you can see, use double grenade launcher ammo finder, double grenade launcher scavenger. You'll never run out of special or heavy ammo, and also you can use things like blast radius here to become charged with light incredibly easy. And not to mention, you get to use the most powerful PvE mod of them all, Breach and Clear. If you stick or hit a champion with your grenade launcher, you will inflict a debuff akin to tethering it. So every time you tick a champion with Anarchy, you're basically getting a free tether. You can absolutely melt that champion with just some primary, honestly. But if you don't have Anarchy, the Wither Horde is another fantastic option. Again, that's going to provide that damage over time to constantly provide that Breach and Clear debuff to whatever powerful enemy you're attacking. Just use that and combine it with a great, like, rapid fire heavy grenade launcher like the Behringer's Memory, and you've got a build and a half. Your last weapon is just something like an auto rifle or a scout rifle to pierce the barrier champions, and that's really all you need for weaponry. Now, keep in mind, that's not the only weaponry you can use, but it is just so easy. Like, anyone can put on double grenade launchers. Again, you get those ammo mods, you get those incredibly powerful seasonal mods, and it gives you a huge advantage right out the gate. Now, let's talk about some other great things you should consider running in terms of your loadout. So, I started with just a Phoenix Well. That's, as always, great, gonna give you that survivability that many teams do need. However, I actually ended up migrating to a Titan with the Cuirass of the Falling Star and Thunder Crash, just because we were able to survive without the well, and this is going to give us a ton more damage against the boss. Now, another great loadout to run is what my teammate ran with a Stasis Warlock, specifically using the Bleak Watcher aspect, and then the Eye of Another World for faster ability regen, and that lets you throw out your grenades all the time, which are going to have that little auto turret and freeze like everything. This is amazing for crowd control, especially when combined with that blinding grenade launcher. And then my last teammate was using a Hunter, Invisible Hunter with Ominoculus. This is, as always, fantastic, and it's going to let you do some kind of spicy tips I have for you guys. So, moving off from there, let's talk about some actual tips for the strike itself. So it's going to start out and you do have to kill ads in this beginning area to activate this, little Vex pillar. Once you do, however, if you have an invisibility hunter with smoke bomb specifically, you can do what you see us do. Go up a little bit, smoke bomb the team, and run past all of these guys. This is going to save you like a solid minute. Now, in the next room, remember there's actually going to be 3 different champions down here in the bottom. The first one you want to engage right away before you jump up ahead and fight the big wave of ads. Then, after you kill that guy again, move forward, fight the big wave, and once all of those guys are dead, then you can deal with the last 2 champions. They're going to be down there alone and nothing else is going to spawn around you. Moving on from there, we have another section where a smoke bomb can help you slip by some guys. You can jump over these enemies, but if you get a little too close, they will smack you and they can one-shot you. But as you continue forward from there, there's going to be another fight with a bunch of champions here, and the route you take is actually pretty important. You want to go far right, and that lets you avoid pretty much everything, and then you can go into this crater right here, and this is just a fantastic place to hold out. You can hit the one champion from this location. It's far enough back that enemies are not going to push forward into this crater, and you can just pick them off as slow as you need to. Okay, so after you kill the 2 drill officers, then you are going to get some guys that spawn, and these are the only guys with solar shields. It's a little bit annoying, but make sure you have, at least a subclass with some grenades that can take care of these guys. But you actually want to do a big tip before jumping on the man cannons. As you can see right here, you can actually bait out the champion. That's right, the barrier champion that spawns down there that can absolutely crank you if you drop down into it, you can kill from all the way back here, making your journey forward so much easier. So I would absolutely recommend doing that. When you jump up, there is going to be an unstoppable here. Just make sure to spread out. Even if you do kill this guy, he can explode and kill everyone. So again, make sure you're far enough apart that you can't all die from the same explosion. As you drop down into this next part, don't be afraid to use Anarchy to spawn kill the war beasts. They're going to come down in the Cabal pods. As soon as those pods hit the ground, shoot 1 or 2 Anarchy shots at that area, and you really won't have to worry about the war beasts swarming you, because just one getting past can kill a teammate, and that can be devastating. Now, moving forward to the drill section, just remember to stay on kind of the clear flat paths. That's where the drill won't hit you. Be careful of jumping into the air back to avoid something, because sometimes the drill has just passed and you won't see it and it'll clip your head and you will die. And again, just slowly make your way forward, killing the champions as you go. Then we have the boss fight, and I definitely have some tips to make this easier. So the boss is going to come out. Actually be aware that basically the second you see him, you can damage him. So before he's even done his animation to start shooting at you and stuff, you can tick him with Anarchy, you can hit him with a Thunder Crash, all of that stuff. He is susceptible to damage really, really quickly as soon as you see him. And again, that definitely matters, because if you do enough damage, if you do a big damage phase, he's going to teleport down, and then the second damage phase on the second kind of part is going to be a little bit longer apparently, and that's going to let you, as you can see, he was over half health and we were able to completely finish him on the second portion. So that is pretty darn sweet. Now, another tip here is exactly where you see me stand. Just on the back little ledge near this circular or cylindrical pillar, this ledge is perfect because what it lets me do is just jump up to engage the boss so I can damage him, but then when I'm back sitting on it, the boss can't engage me. But if I'm on that little ledge, again behind that cylindrical pillar, I can't get hit by the fire as well. So I can just stand there and I'm immune to the fire, which is absolutely incredible. And then if you do kill him, you can drop down and grab the chest. Now, if you don't do enough damage, you will have another damage phase to do here. So simply get those Anarchies or Wither Hordes on him and try to dispatch him as quickly as possible before he kind of really gets bad. You really want to melt him as fast as possible on this third phase. Otherwise, he actually walks up sometimes to basically where you're holding out, and it can be real rough. And again, that's why actual offensive supers like Thunder Crash, like a Uzume Chaos Reach, even like a Nova Bomb can be good for this boss fight specifically. Getting one of those off is going to absolutely chunk him, and we'll be able to either kill him very fast in this third phase, or if you get it off during the first or second phase, avoid this third phase altogether. And so guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickKackis. That's linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.